if we have children, what's their future? War? And how am I, if one is a parent, how is he to see all this? How is one to awaken, to be aware of all this going on, and their relationship to what's going on? And if they don't change, this thing will go on endlessly.
Therefore, a change is imperative.
Yes, sir, but...
How are we going to bring it about?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Change is imperative.
And I understand
if the change is through evolution, which is time and all the rest of it, we are going to destroy ourselves.
But I think that we have to accelerate the evolutionary process. We must do it deliberately and consciously. Until now, we have been evolving unconsciously, which has led to the condition that you've just been describing. A new change must occur, a different kind of change, a change in our consciousness in which we ourselves, using our intelligence.
So I'm asking, what are the causes of this? If I can find the causes, every cause has an end. So if I can find the cause, or causes, or many causations that has brought about human beings to the present state, then I can go after those causes.
Let me suggest another way of looking at it. Let us assume, for the sake of argument, that the causes that have led to this will persist unless some outside intervention is brought to bear to change the direction. Let me suggest the possibility of looking at the positive elements in human beings and strengthening, the possibility of strengthening those.
That means time.
Everything in the human realm occurs in time. I am suggesting that we accelerate the time, that we foreshorten the time, that we not leave it only to time and only to chance, that we begin to intervene in our own evolution to that extent, and that we become the co-authors of our evolution.
I understand that. Now I'm asking much more a question perhaps may not have an answer. I think for myself it has an answer, which is, can time end? This way of thinking that give me few more days before you slaughter me. During those few days, I must change.
I think time ends in the following sense, that the past ends and the future begins.
Yeah, which means what? For the past to end, which is one of the most complex things, memory, knowledge, and the whole urge, the desire, the hope, all that has to end.
Let me give you an illustration of the ending of something and the beginning of something new. When it was observed that the earth was round, not flat, there was a change in perception. And from that point on, it was no longer, the earth was no longer seen as flat, it was seen as round. The same thing was true for the revolution of the sun around the earth, which was then became apparent that it was the earth that revolved around the sun.
He was nearly burnt by the church for me.
Indeed, indeed. And the same thing is likely to happen again.
So this